Welcome everyone. This is the second episode, the second video in a series, planning and painting a piece of art onto an instrument that would otherwise be destined for the junkyard. So I'm introing this in post because I forgot to intro this when I recorded it. I just started right into the sketching. In the first video, I came up with the idea, looked up references, found source material to work off of, and kind of studied the subject a little bit. So for those of you, if this is the first video you're watching in the series, I'm going to be painting some hanging fuchsias over kind of a mottled, blurred background. Here in this video, what I'm going to be doing is just kind of sketching it out on a very rough violin shape, get an idea of the placement of where I want the subject. So the next video, the third one, and hopefully I think the last one, will be at the actual painting process. So stay tuned for that, and let's get on with the video. Okay, so figure out how a violin is shaped. I mean, I know how violins are shaped, but it's just putting it down on paper isn't always the easiest thing to do. Let's get like these little bloops where the lower bout, I think that's good. So it curves out, and then we got the C bout. Little violin anatomy lesson for those of you that don't know what these parts are. The C bout, because it's shaped like a C, and these C bouts need to go deeper like that. So ignore that. And then after the C bout, it does one of these again, probably a little bit more so, and then you have the upper bout. Ooh, that's kind of gross. Kind of gross, but it gets the point across. I have never, believe it or not, never drawn a violin, and I'm still learning how to draw, so we'll see. This is a learning experience. Okay, so then the neck kind of comes in, the neck block kind of comes in here, that's crooked. Alright, and then there's a little bit down here where the saddle would be. I say would be because it is not there, on this one at least. There's a seam in the wood top that goes right down the middle. Yeah, that's crooked and off center. And then we have what are called the F holes. I know. But they are literally shaped like a cursive F. And they're holes that go straight into the hollow part of the instrument. They start off kind of narrow here, and then they get wider in the middle. I feel like this is important for me to kind of draw out so that I know where these things are, where the holes are, so I can't put any paint there, you know? Which means that it's going to affect the composition overall. Okay, and then I just have to mirror that on the other side. I should have done this on my iPad. Yeah, I guess it doesn't have to be perfect, it's just for a general idea. It looks very ugly. Oh my god, I don't like it. But it's good, it's good. Art needs to be ugly before it looks good, right? Right. Just me answering myself over here because I'm talking to nobody. That's the interesting thing about recording and filming and all of that jazz. Doing real-time audio is a struggle for me because I don't really quite know what to say without there being some feedback. So I'm just babbling. And I don't know, I guess mute me if you just want to watch. Okay, uneven, gross, ugly, but it'll work. So I did that in pen so that I can't erase that. And now I'm gonna go in with pencil, a mechanical one. Wow. And we're just going to put some ideas down. So, it seems like most of the space is in the top. I don't know, that's like a little bit more than a third. Oh, hey, look at me being all studious and like knowing my terms and stuff. Why don't I just like divide it into thirds? Rule of thirds. Wow, look at me. Wow, I know what I'm talking about. Yes, rule of thirds. There we go. And I do have it like in landscape here because I imagine the piece hanging up on the wall or setting in a stand or something on its side rather than vertically like this. I just think that would lend itself better to the concept.
So if most space is here in like the top half, although the bottom half is wider, even though there's a little bit less this way. I'm thinking probably starting here. I want to find, like, it's not a person, but like a line of action to find the flow of where the trailing lines go. So if sorry if this is too light and you can't quite see it, but I'm just making a very faint line to get a gist of where I want things to go. I think my main flowers will be up in here, in this little circle that I made. Maybe have a couple more come down over the top this way, or maybe I could have two meeting together. No, I want to have some, like, negative space to show a little bit of background, probably in these areas. And then we can have more flowers trail off like that. Flower, flower, flower buds. I mean, yeah, I like that. I'm just gonna make little shapes like this to show the flowers. This is intimidating. I'm starting to feel that, wow, can I accomplish this? We'll find out. Do I want them coming up, or should I do buds coming up? Do they ever point up? Yeah, they all hang down. Okay. I guess that leaves me more space for leaves up here. So maybe I should move this down. Do leaves, and then flower, 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 leaves, background. Okay, we're gonna try that. Okay. Whoop, whoop. So leaf, leaf, leafy like shapes, maybe one in the background here. Wow, oh, I like that. I like that shape. That's nice. Okay. Alright, and then we'll have a flower coming down here. Or no, maybe higher up. Yeah, so that it sits right in this little third here. I guess sixth. And then a little belly shape. Maybe have one pointing the opposite direction, so maybe with the petals out more. The outer petals like that. And then the ruffly bits in there, and boop, boop, boop. Oh, that's so cute. I like that. Okay. You can tell we haven't fully hit the ugly stage yet because I'm still going, oh wow, I like it. We'll get there. Okay, we're gonna, oh, that was kind of a heavier line, but that's okay. And we got bloop with a bud there. Maybe have another smaller bud in the background there. Indications of a couple of other things. Oh, I like that. It's coming together. I mean, I guess some have bigger leaves and some have smaller leaves. And this one's kind of like one that's folded. That one too. Maybe have another one down here in the background. Have a couple leaves come out this way. Ooh, that's a little pointy. It should be defying gravity like that. Maybe like up and over. Yeah. Here we go, that looks more natural. I guess that leaves more space for background up here. I could have more background. That would look cool, I think. We'll see. Main area here. Maybe we'll stop here. I could very well get to a point where I'm halfway through it and decide to change it. So, you know, it is what it is. This is just, I don't remember. It's not, it seems like a lot of people that, at least from what I could tell, a lot of people struggle with being too detailed too soon. I already see myself doing that here. Alright, so I want another one that's got like the little swooshy petals out like that. Woo! So the bell part goes up here. Ruffles. And maybe more buds up in here. Didn't I just say I was getting too detailed too soon? Should just ease up. Oh, I like that. Maybe do a flower way back here in the background. Oh, is that too small for the perspective? That looks like it's more in proportion. Yeah. And then I think for the background, what I want to do is like kind of a modeled. I want to have the background look like this photo where it's a blurred background of other foliage, so that like there's a lot of darks and a lot of lights. I think it just creates a nice interest. That's kind of what I want to go for. Keep it brighter over here, or maybe brighter under the flowers, because the flower colors are kind of deeper, and then darker by the leaves. Have it go from top to bottom like that. And shade it in a little bit. Darker up in here. And then like, I don't know, random little squiggles for the mottled. Okay, maybe I'll just notate that. Yeah, I like that. Like the two big ones here with a couple buds, and then like a couple of smaller ones. So maybe, rather than start another page, maybe we'll do this and like figure out our violin shape a little bit better here. That already looks more like a violin. Wow. Amazing when you do things the way you're supposed to. There's the neck. Wow. Magical. Big and flower. Shaped like a bunch of banana. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. I'm liking it. Alright, now I have this little guy here. We're going to use that to try to figure out colors. So I don't have to worry about coloring this whole thing. Now, this is probably a bad idea to color swatch with water-based markers and then try to go in and match those colors with paint. Maybe it's not a bad idea. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, so we're gonna see that's one color. I can water it down because these are water-based. That's really bright, but I might need that for highlights. Woohoo! That is gonna be lighting. The super bright pink was just might be, yes, just the right color. Yeah, that's black, not purple. Well, I mean, I guess it's a really, really dark purple. Deep purple. And that's too light. Maybe if I mix the two. No, that's not gonna work, but I mix them with water. Let's see if I can mix these and get a deeper, more vibrant purple. I'm just totally on plastic to get the ink out, and then I'm gonna use one of my water pens. This is how I've been doing watercolor because I don't really have any decent watercolor paints. What does that do? Oh yeah, okay. Maybe if I add a little bit of the fuchsia color. Oh yeah, that's nice. Still a little pale, but it doesn't really matter because this is going to be just a swatch. The centers will be that purpley color. On here and here, roughly. And we got our pink petals. That's so pretty. Oh, and then maybe I can use this really dark purple, gray purple for the really dark areas in here. Yeah, that's a good green. Oh yeah, those buds look really good. A slightly paler pink. And actually it looks like there's some purple in the stems too. That's not gonna blend well with the green marker, but I can make that work in the actual painting. It's kind of a bluish green, but I like what that does. It's probably just because it's mixing with the black, gray, purple. This one's a greenier green, less of a blue green. Let's try that. Just dip down the light color first. Okay, but this isn't supposed to look at. This is supposed to give me an idea of the colors, which I like. Okay, yeah. So I think really all that's left to do is make a final decision. I think gouache it is, probably. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna try to do this in gouache. Worst case scenario, wipe it off, do it with acrylic. Right? Right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna call this part here, and then the third one hopefully will be the last one, and hopefully will be me actually painting on the instrument. So this will be cool. This will be really fun. All right. So stay tuned to see the final product, and feel free to check any links in the description. I've got a variety of different stuff going on. I'm just getting started on a lot of things. So if you want to support me, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Patreon, which I obviously don't expect anybody to like go over there, but like, you know, if you want to, it's there. Pinterest. Make sure you like and subscribe the video and everything, and let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!